Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to BASE's Administrative Professional Day of Wellness. I am Liz Prue, VP of Marketing here at BASE, and a wonderful, 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 happy Administrative Professional Day. This is obviously a wonderful day here at BASE. We love all of our administrative professionals, particularly the ones that work here at BASE. Shout out to Natalie and Meredith. And we love our community as well. And we were so excited to bring you two back-to-back workshops today in celebration of you, all focused on wellness. First up, before I bring out our first host, if you are just now joining and you're in the community and you saw us go live and you're like, what's going on? We are doing two back-to-back sessions of wellness. First up will be 30-minute Move It with Liz Van Voorhis. She is amazing. I'm going to introduce her here in a second. And then at 4 p.m. Eastern, we are having a breathwork workshop hosted by Natalie Turner, who is a relational living and leadership mentor and breathwork facilitator. And she's also an executive assistant to our CEO and co-founder here at BASE, Paige McFeely. This is a really exciting day for us. We are so excited to host you all. I'm going to go ahead and bring out our first speaker to host the first session, 30-minute Move It with Liz. Everyone, please welcome Liz Van Voorhis. Hey!
Hello, hi.
How are you doing today?
I cannot complain being outdoors in sunny California. I'm excited to be here with you guys and get everyone moving.
I am very jealous. As you know, I'm in Indianapolis and I woke up, I thought I traveled through time because there was like 3 inches of snow on the ground, but we're moving through it and it looks like most of it's melted. I'm looking out the window now and I'm not seeing any snow. So I'm happy.
Well, that is good. And I will get you moving, Liz, and we'll melt the snow from the inside out. So
You're the best. You're the best. I love it. For those of you that haven't met Liz before, she is the founder and CEO of Fit Collective. She has been leading fitness classes across the country for 2 decades. And in this session, she's going to get our whole bodies moving, bringing energy to the rest of our day. And all levels are welcome for this, and no special equipment is needed. And because we're live streaming, feel free to get even sillier than normal. I know sometimes it's hard to like see yourself on camera, but I encourage you to really embrace this session. And Liz is the best. So I just really hope you guys embrace this. And then after this, we'll take a quick break and do a 4 p.m. breathwork session. And if you have questions for Liz too, we'll leave some time for Q&A at the end as well. But Liz, I'm going to go ahead and kick it off to you and go behind the curtain, and I'll see you guys in a bit.
Awesome.
Have fun.
Thank you so much. Welcome, Base Crew. I'm so excited to be here with you today and get you moving. As Liz number 1 said, you're not going to need any special equipment, anything except for your body. And I'm going to show you today how you can get a really effective workout in just 30 minutes because you're busy. You don't have a lot of extra time. And especially, in celebration of Administrative Professionals Day, we want to support you and reward you. And so this is a great chance to move your body, take a little break, leave the work behind, and just let's get the body moving. So find some space that you can move around just a little bit, and we'll get it started. This is for all levels, as Liz said. So I will take you through modifications. We'll maybe doing a little jumping, and if that's not within your practice or what your body needs today, I'll show you alternatives the entire time. So let's get it started. I'm going to turn this music on, and we will get those bodies moving. We're starting with one warm-up song. So I just want you to take those hips right and left, start moving them. A lot of our energy, our emotion is in the hips. So we're just gonna let it go, release it out, shake out the arms. Sun is shining here in California. Roll those shoulders back. And whether it's snowing outside, raining, sun shining, it is a good day because we're here, we're healthy, we can move the body. You're gonna take a little jump rope move. So right here, just like you have a pretend jump rope, lifting one foot up at a time. And if you're not taking hop, this is where you are. You can do any of these exercises and take the hop out to be gentle with the joints. We're gonna double up right here. Good. So we're getting that jump rope around 2 times using our imagination. We're gonna jump over a line. You're going right and left. Let's go. Good. Same thing. If you're stepping, you're just right here. Get that jump rope going. All right. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Let it go. We're going to plant the feet. You're going to reach all the way up, down, right here. Up and down. Good. So you're not sitting into a squat. You're just taking a slight bend and touching the ground because we want to wake up the back of the legs, right? Get them ready for what we're about to do. We do have some squats coming ahead. 2 more. Last one. I want you to just hold it at the bottom. Just let yourself forward fold. Knees are soft. And you're going to slowly roll it up. Roll those shoulders back at the top. That's it. We're going to take a little wider stance. Toes stay pointed forward. Okay, we want to be sure we're always protecting the knees. One knee pushes forward as you sit back. Other side. Good. So this is a lateral lunge. We're just sitting back into that lateral lunge. Keep that chest up. Keep that back straight. Keep that smile on your face. Let's go. So our warm-up is preparing us for all the moves we're going to do throughout class, okay? Getting us ready, priming the body, the joints. You've got 2 more. Last one. Hold it on this side. Hands can come on top of the thigh and just think a little deeper. Stretch that inner thigh. We're going to take it across to the other side and just hold it here. Think a little deeper. Those legs are almost ready for this workout. Bring it up to the center. Turn the toes out and you're just going to sit it down into a plie or a sumo squat. Hands come out and up. Just right out from the shoulders. Wake up those legs. Good, 2 more. You're just gonna hold it at the bottom. Take a deep breath in here, arms come overhead. Exhale it out. Shake out the arms, shake out the legs. Okay, guys, let's get into our workout. We're starting with squats. So just like we did in the warm-up, you're gonna reach towards the ground. Toes point forward. Your feet are right below your hips, okay? So it's a squat stance. We're gonna sit back, just like you're sitting into your office chair as we reach for the ground and we reach up. Squat it down, reach it up. Squat it down, reach it up. That's it. I promise you, we're gonna get a great workout with no equipment. Something we've had to learn over the last year, yes? The resiliency, the adaptability. We bring it to our workout, but we bring it to the rest of our lives, right? So when we started working out at home, I was using 2 jars of peanut butter. How about you? Let's go. Take it down, bring it up. Take it down. But it teaches us a lot about the limitations we have in our life, what we put on ourselves. Right here, you're gonna hold this squat. Stay at the bottom, just hold. A couple weeks before quarantine, I was helping a fitness brand give some feedback on an at-home product they were about to introduce. Bring one leg in, you're in the center, you're just holding. Just hold right here. And they were asking me about the product, and I'm like, I can tell you everything about fitness. I will never work out at home. I'm not your target audience. You're gonna lift those heels right here. Both heels come up. That was 3 weeks before quarantine started. I said I will never work out at home. I've taught about 500 classes at home in the last year. Keep those heels up. I know those legs are starting to shake, but I want you to lean into the burn. Don't run away from it. The burn is what will change you, okay? Open up those legs from the beginning. Tap down, bring it up. I tell you that story because you may have limiting thoughts and beliefs that are holding you back. Maybe one of them is I don't like working out. Maybe one of them is I don't have time to move every single day, right? But what if you did? What if there was another version of the story in your life? You got 4 more, 3 more, and then we're gonna hold that squat. Last one, hold it at the bottom. 1 foot comes in, you're right in the center. Hands are out, palms up. Remember those heels? We're bringing 1 up at a time. Left, right, left, that's it. Can you sink that booty any lower? Can you make sure that back is any straighter? You ready? We're holding both heels up, hold it up, hold it up. Now there's gonna be a tendency for those legs to open, squeeze in, and take it just 1 inch lower. Yes. Base family, you got this. Woo, burning. You ready? Tap that ground, bring it up, let's go. Bring it up. Tap it down, bring it up. That's it. Feels good to move the body. Get that circulation going. Take a little break from the day. But you know what? It also helps reset the mind. So if you're having a creative slump, if you're not feeling as productive, you move the body for 30 minutes, you're gonna come back refreshed, energized, ready to go. You got 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Last one, hold that squat. Step those feet in, sink it low. Hands are out, palms up. And you take it down just 1 inch, just a tiny bit. You make a change 1 inch, and you do that over and over again, that will impact your life, not just in your workout. Woo! Both heels come up right here. Let's go. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift. Sitting back in that chair. Back is straight. Chest is up. 4 more. We've got an isometric hold. In 2. Hold it up, hold it up, hold it up. Sink that booty just a little lower. Reach those hands just a little higher. Just breathe through it. Second workshop, you're gonna learn some techniques for breathing. Let's start it right here intentionally. Great job. Shake out the arms, shake out the legs. So the way I teach my class is we work the muscles and then we work the heart with some cardio, okay? That's what we're gonna do over and over again. If you don't know what to do next, you just come back to this so that you keep moving, keep that heart rate up. Some boxer's bounce. And what we're gonna do is we're going straight into a little boxing session, okay? So I want you to bring those hands up. We're gonna block the face. And let's get ready to fight, team. Plant the feet. We punch. Punch, good. So it's just one hand at a time. Notice my foot pivots, punch. My hip comes forward, okay? Woo. Right there. Maybe you had a frustrating experience today or this week. Let's speed it up, let's go. Right. And you don't really know how to get it out, and you're carrying it with you, and it's causing you some stress and some anxiety. This is where you work it out, right here, right now. Let's speed it up just a little more. Right, left, right here. I want you to bring those punches back to the face every time, and I want you turning it over. So palms face down, yes, just like that. I can't see you, but I can feel you. Speed it up, let's go. Right, left. Get it. Yes. That core, squeezing in, contracting those abdominals to keep you in control. Let's go. We're gonna pick up those feet with the hands. Football run as you punch it forward. I know, it's like I'm asking you to pat your head and rub your stomach. I'm making you think, but I promise it's worth it. Let's go. Come on. Boxer's bounce, hands up. That's it. Your left shoulder comes forward, and we're gonna step into it, okay? Step, step, step. Where's that right hand? Blocking the face. Plant the foot, just punch, go. Jab, jab. That's it. We're gonna add a cross right here. Jab, cross. Good. A little faster, let's go. Come on. Hands up, block that face, squat it down. Good, squat it down. 2 more. Boxer's bounce, hands up. Let's go. Bring it to the front. Right shoulders forward. Step into it, come on. Let's go. Yes. Block that face. Plant the feet, let's go, push. Right arm jabbing. Woo. Let's cross it. Jab, cross, jab. Right here, squat it down, bring it up. Squat it down, bring it up. Squat it down, sit it back. You got 4 more. 3 more, just like that. 2 more. Boxer's bounce right here. Bring it back to face the front. Hands are still up, blocking that face. Plant the feet. We punch it right and left. Right, left. You guys are doing great. Show me what you're fighting for. You ready? Speed it up right here. Let's go. Punch, punch. Right through it. We're gonna ride that elevator. You can go down, up, sit it back in that squat, booty back in that chair. Let's go. 8, 7, strong arms. Don't lose the strength as you're taking the ride. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Last one, boxer's bounce, arms up. Bring those hands down, shake it out. Roll the shoulders back. You did great. Y'all came to fight. I like what I'm seeing. All right, we're gonna go into a series of lateral lunges. We did it in the warm-up. So you're gonna take a stance that's wider than the hips, right? Okay? Wider than the hips, because you want your knee in line with your ankles, with your toes. So we're gonna sit back into that chair. Sit back, other side, sit back. Good, just like we did in the warm-up, but we're gonna add a little something in a moment. You got 4, 3, keep looking towards the camera because that will keep your head up. Tap it down. Tap. Other side. Tap. So the opposite hand comes to tap across. Just like that. Abs engaged. Woo. Toes are pointed forward. You got 8 more. Good. Keep that back straight as you sit down. Imagine that booty touching the chair behind you. That's how low you want to get. You ready? We're going to add a little hop. Okay? Hop, 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 hop. If you don't want the hop, you just stay in the tap. You just keep it slow and you tap. Maybe you speed it up just a little bit. Okay? Whatever works for you today. Let's go. Hop, hop, hop. That chest up. Team, you're doing great. You got 8, 7, 6. 4 more. 3, 2. Bring it up. Reset that stance. Shoulders roll back. We're going right back to that tap. Tap it down. Keep it slow. Tap it down. Keep it slow. And if you can't touch the ground, that's okay. You just get close. It's not a competition between you and anybody else. This is a competition between you and you, okay? So you gotta respect and give that body some grace for how it's feeling, okay? For what your levels are. 4 more. 3 more. You know what's coming next. You either stay here and speed it up or you add that hop. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Keep that chest up. Keep looking forward. Whew. That sweat is coming. That's the name of this song. And that is what is happening right now, yes? Of course it is. Slow it down. Give me that tap. Tap. Tap it down. Chest up. Whew. You got 4 more. Final set. We pick it up. You ready? Either speed it up or turn and hop. Let's go. Let's go. Back is straight. I know you're tired, but I know you can push through this. Okay, stay with me. Whew. We get a little break in about 10 seconds. Let's go. Yes, team. You guys are doing great. Last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. Bring it up. Take that boxer's bounce. Shake out the arms. Catch your breath for just a moment before we pick it right back up again. Okay. Here's what I want you to do. You're just going to take a hop. Okay? And if you're not hopping, it's just a little march. That's it. We've got some jacks coming up. You can take it high impact or low impact. It's high intensity no matter what. Legs go out and in. Out, out. If you're not hopping, you're here. You're here. But see if you can get low on that tap, okay? We're getting the heart rate up for 1 song and then going back to strength. So keep it here. Now, if you want, you can always add some arms. You can bring it up to shoulder height, or you can even bring it all the way overhead. Whatever your body is feeling today, we're gonna add some direction. You're gonna hit the corners, 45 degrees right here. Let's go. Corner, corner, corner. If you are stepping, you're just here. Just be sure to get those knees turned all the way around so you don't tweak a knee, okay? We always wanna be in the direction our knees are facing. Whew. Anybody else burning up? Is it just me? Stay with it. Team, squat tap right here. You're gonna tap the ground, bring it back in. Tap the ground, bring it back in. If you're stepping, this is it. You just step side to side. That's it. That's it. Keep that chest up, head looking forward. We're gonna speed it up. Let's go. Squat tap. Chest up. And again, if you can't touch the ground, that's okay. I just want you close. I just want you trying. Last one. Hop it. We're starting over from the beginning. See, now you know what to do. So no need to be scared. If you're not hopping, you're right here. We take that jack in 2, in 1, out and in. Can you get those heels on the ground? A little extra stretch in the calves. Good. Remember, you want those arms going? You got options. Make it your own. Let's go. Right here. We're gonna hit those corners. 45 degrees. Turn it. Let's go. Turn, turn, turn. Coming back to the center. Turning the full body. Breathe through it. Yes. That energy, nothing like a midday workout. We are lucky. We are healthy. We are strong enough to be here. Squat tap. Let's go. Come on. Sit it back. Tap that ground. If you're stepping, you're just here. You're just here. You ready? We're going through it one more time. Jack it. Let's go. Just like that. Woo! With or without those arms. With or without that hop. I just want the intensity. Yeah. Let's hit those corners. Go. Corners. Showing you don't need a lot of space. A lot of equipment to get a great workout. Last one. Hold it front. Squat tap to the finish. To the finish. Come on. If you're tapping and stepping, you're just here. Toes point forward. Booty gets low. Let me see it, team. You got this, base. Keep pushing through. Even when you stop, even when you want to slow down, because that's where the change happens. In those moments you want to give up and you decide not to. Great job. Boxer's balance right here. Just hold it. Take out those arms. Roll those shoulders back. Reset. Okay, we're going to take a lunge. Right foot comes forward. Right here. Okay, so with the lunge, proper form, which will be in the full execution of it, about halfway through, is dropping that back knee and front knee so that they both come to 90 degrees. Make sure you can see me. Okay? So when we're in the standing lunge, that's the form we want. We don't want our knee past our toe. Right here. But first, we're going to touch the ground. Okay? You're going to touch the ground, or you're going to get as close to it as possible, and you're going to bring that back knee in. Back knee in. Back knee in. So if you're touching the ground all the way, this is what it looks like. If you're up, this is what it looks like, okay? Right here. Right here. No matter what, you're using your abdominals to drive that knee to your chest. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. You ready? We're gonna speed it up right here. Pull it in. Pull it in. Pull it in. So if you're on the ground, you're right here. Keep your head up. You're looking a couple feet in front of you, okay? So you're not ducking your neck. Stay with it. You got 8, 7, 6. I know that thigh is burning. It's meant to. That means it's working. 3 more. 2 more. You're gonna hold the lunge. You're gonna bring your chest up. So get at the bottom of that lunge. Both knees at 90 degrees. And we're gonna pulse it right here. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Stay at the bottom, good. For 4, 3, 2, hold it here, just hold. Hands come out, palms are up. Okay, are you as low as possible without touching the ground for your body? Press those arms back just a little bit. Take that stretch, bring them forward. Take it back, bring it forward. Good. So upper body is just opening through the chest while you're maintaining that lunge. Legs should be burning. 1 more. We're gonna switch to the other side. In 2, in 1. You ready? Opposite leg comes forward. Left foot forward, right foot back. Hands are on the ground, knee comes in, slow, slow, slow. If you're not all the way down, you're right here. Good, slow. I'm gonna show you from the side. Slow, slow. So notice my torso isn't really moving. My standing leg isn't really moving. The abs are working. Okay, you got it? Let's speed it up, go. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Just like that, let me show you. Bring it in, bring it in. Quick, quick. Working both the legs, the booty, and the abdominals with that little crunch. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Yes. Woo! Don't you worry, we are done soon. You got 8, 7, 6, and 4, 3, 2. Hold that lunge. We're gonna pulse it at the bottom. Let's go, pulse. Woo! Just hold. Hands come out. We're gonna open up. Open. Open. Good. Pulse those arms back. 2 more. Last 2. Last 1. Guys, you are so close to the finish. Shake those legs out just a little bit. We've got 1 more set of exercises and then we're gonna stretch it out, okay? So we always think we have to do abs on the ground or in plank. We're gonna do a little abdominal work while standing. So I want soft knees, fingertips on the head. You take it down, other side. Good. So I want you to work on contracting every time through your core. Yes, good. Take it down. Little side bend. Woo. Working a bit of the obliques so the abdominals are on the side. Just like that. All right, we're gonna extend the arms and we reach it down, other side. Pulling up on the opposite side. Pull up. Good. Just like that. Pull. Pull. 2 more. We're gonna speed it up. You ready? Let's go. Down and up. I want you to feel that stretch through your side body each time. Knees are soft. We don't want them locked out. You guys are doing great. All right, we're back to fingertips on the head. Okay? We've got a little finisher that's coming up. That'll get our heart rate right back up and have us finishing our workout feeling accomplished, feeling energized, but also feeling a little depleted. That's okay. We're depleting the energy just so it can make itself back over again. It's like alchemy, turning time into energy through movement. Good. I don't have the same recipe for gold. I'm sorry about that, but I can give you more energy. Last set. Gonna straighten the arms and you're gonna reach and pull, slow. Reach and pull, reach and pull. No matter how that body is feeling today, you took this time to do something good for your body and your mind. That is something to celebrate, right? I have learned over the last year to give myself grace, and that some days all you can say is I did everything I could today. Let's go. We're taking a squat jump. Fingers are on the head. Okay? If you're not jumping, you're just sitting it back quickly into that squat. Let's go. This is the finisher. I need you to show me what you got, base crew. Let's go. High energy to the finish. And then we get to slow it down. We get to stretch it out. We get to celebrate crossing that finish line. We got 4 more. 3 more. 2. Last 1. Great job. Great job. Stay with me. We're going to bring that heart rate down. Take a moment to breathe. I want those feet right under the hips. Let those hands go. Arms go. Take a shoulder roll. Woo. One hand comes on the heart. One on the belly just for a minute. You feel that heart beating? You did that. You created that reaction. You created that experience. Hands come out, palms are up. Just open up like we were in the lunge. And then take a little wider stance on the legs. And you're just going to come all the way down into forward fold. Turn those palms under. And then bring it back up. So we're not staying down there, not yet. Good, palms come back up. Take it down, turn the palms under. Soft knees, so they're not locked out. And you just take it down as low as you can. Bring it right back up. One more time. You're gonna stay down here and your hands are gonna come to one side. So grab the ankle, the shin, whatever you can get a hold of, and just let your chest melt towards your knee. Let that head go. You're gonna switch sides. If you were with me during the self-care session, make sure to bring that chest towards that knee. You learned a little bit about my story, but I experienced 6 major health hardships in 6 years. Bring one hand to each ankle. Chest is down. And one of the ways that I coped, that I dealt with, that I got through that experience was through movement. Slowly, one vertebrae at a time, bring it up to standing position. Movement heals. Movement regenerates. Movement energizes. We're gonna plant one foot. We're gonna grab onto the other one. And if you need to hold on to something, that's okay. Try to bring the bent knee towards the straight knee, knee back, hip forward. So I've used movement, I've used fitness as a tool my whole life to not only help me release, help me re-energize, but to keep me strong. Bring that knee up in front, give it a little hug, a little appreciation. Other side, grab the top of that foot, bring the legs close, knee back, hip forward. That if I could work on my strength, both physically and mentally, through fitness, through movement, that no matter what was thrown my way, I could handle it. I was prepared for it. I had trained for it. Here. Bring that knee up, give it a little hug. So that is my mission, to help do that for as many people as possible. Bring those legs down, just take a little march, bring those knees up to the chest, shake it out. Guys, great job. I hope you had fun. I hope you got sweaty. And Liz is coming back on to chat with us a bit.
Hello. Am I here?
You are.
I just sat down.
She took the layers off. She got sweaty, huh?
I know. I got my layers off. That was so good. I think I love that there were like scale backs too. Which I definitely needed. We as I can't remember if I told you, Liz, or not, but we've been moving here at the Prue household, and I'm just like exhausted. So you're a little sore
from carrying boxes.
Yeah. So I'm just like, but it's good, force me to move. Thank you so much for doing that.
Of course. I have experienced many injuries and had hip surgery 10 years ago. So I am particularly aware of and have had personal experience with needing those modifications. So I always try to make sure that no matter what, no matter where you are, I'm trying to meet you exactly where you are in the workout.
I love it. And I think it's so important. We talk here at Base a lot about not how important it is. It is just as important to take care of your physical self and your mental self. Like in balance and those two work together. And do you have, I'm springing a couple questions on you, but
That's okay.
you've shared this stuff with me before, so I know you have an answer. But I'd love if you could share a little bit about just why, like if someone, I know we should always make time for 30 minutes in the day, but 10 to 15 minutes just to, like, you always preach about stretching, which I think is something we always skip. And I feel like I actually feel better after I stretch versus an actual workout
Yeah,
sometimes. So if you could just talk a little bit about that, I think that'd be great.
definitely. I mean, as you know, my story, I spent 15 years in the corporate world and environment. So, you know, I think when people look at me in this life, they think she's always on the move. She's, you know, always in fitness clothes. Like it's easy to have that lifestyle, but I was exactly where you were and were able to implement and retain that type of lifestyle. You know, I don't have many vices in life. And I always say, you know, sweating and fitness is my major vice because I just know no matter what, if I can move my body, immediately I start feeling better. Your body feels better physically, your mind starts to feel better. You know, I've been talking about this a lot. We were not created to be sedentary beings. We were created to roam fields and move, and our bodies want that and crave that and need that to work optimally. So, you know, if there are physical ailments or digestive things or things that are happening, the first thing I always ask people is, are you moving your body? Because if you're not moving your body, it's like drinking water. If you don't drink water, things aren't going to function the way that they're supposed to. But we also release good hormones anytime that we're moving. So to get that dopamine and serotonin and the endorphins that are happening when you're working out, you know, it's kind of like the ability to take that happy pill a couple times throughout the day. So, you know, I was actually just coaching a friend of mine he's having a rough physical and emotional day. And I was like, this is how you're going to organize your day. You're going to work for an hour, and then you're going to take a 15-minute break, and you're going to get up and you're going to get moving. You're not going to look at your screens, and then you'll come back and you work for an hour. And, you know, chunking it out in that way, but the actual movement is great physically, but even more so mentally. I mean, I'm addicted to this process because of how it makes me feel. And that's what I try to bring forward. You know, I know people have different wellness goals, but if I could bottle up how I felt and show that to other people, you know, that's what they would be most interested in.
If there are, what are just a couple quick things that people can do for 10 or 15 minutes to work that break in? Because I agree. I think it's just even just like walking around your house. If it's cold outside still, like it is here, it's still winter, which is very weird. But like, what are a couple things that people can do just at little moments throughout the day?
Definitely. I mean, you noticed I did a lot of squats. Squats are a great exercise in general because I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to keep my booty lifted and perky as long as possible, and squats do that. But it's also because you're working big muscles, right? So you're working your thighs and your glutes, which when you work big muscles, you burn more calories because it takes more energy to work the big muscles. So if you have to prioritize, think about working the bigger muscles first. So even just standing up and taking air squats at your desk, you know, another exercise that I love that when y'all hear this, you may be like, "Ooh, that doesn't sound good," is push-ups. And I know that sounds scary. And I know you're like, "Oh, I hate push-ups," or "I can't do them on my toes." My classes that I teach in general, my normal formatting, we do 50 push-ups in every class. And I know that sounds scary and crazy, but we do 5 sets of 10 push-ups. And one of the reasons I do it is it's a whole body exercise. It's a lot of core, which anybody who's sitting all day or has back issues or, you know, 90% of the population could benefit from more core work because that's what supports everything. And you can see how quickly you get strong, right? Mm-hmm. Like in a week, you will be able to do more push-ups than you were last week. So squats, some lunges, using those big muscles, and then push-ups. If I had to say just do 3 exercises, that's it. But I also, people have different styles, right? Like that may resonate with you and someone else may think, I need to watch a video. I need to see somebody do it. So I think doing a little research to find instructors or workouts that you like and save that video and just put it on repeat a couple of times a week. Just press play, whether it's stretching, whether it's yoga, whether it's breathing, whether it's movement.
And before we hop off, I would love for you to share a little bit about the collective and what people can where they can learn more.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so as mentioned, I have been a fitness instructor for 22 years this summer and had this corporate life, and was able to 4 years ago merge the two into my business, Fit Collective. And traditionally what we did was develop partnerships between brands in fitness and wellness. And then when the pandemic came, we saw a real need to pivot and help support corporate environments and employee engagement at corporations, where all these people are now working from home, new environment, hard to handle everything coming at us in the last year. And so we do virtual wellness experiences. So classes, workshops, using my team of fitness professionals and wellness practitioners, and we can come into your business virtually and at some point in person and lead different experiences that support your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. So that's what I spend my days doing. I do teach classes as well, to anybody who's interested in coming. And so you can find me personally on Instagram at Liz Van Voorhis, and LinkedIn. You can find me there as well. And then Fit Collective is the-fit-collective.com. And I would love to, if any of you are interested in learning more about that, just hit me up. Liz can connect you. Just come find me, and we'd love to help have your employees move more.
Absolutely. And I will include that in our follow-up email, guys. She has some incredible programs you can implement at your own organizations, which is something, even if we are back in office, it's great to have those virtual experiences, even as a group, as we're able to do that safely again. So I will definitely be sure to put those direct links in so you can check that out. Liz, thank you so much again for joining. This has been absolutely fabulous. Thank you
guys
so
much for having me, and happy Administrative Professional Days. I hope you guys have a great day and feel very supported.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'll let you sign off here while I let people know about our next session. Thanks again, Liz. Let's give Liz, everyone, a bunch of clap emojis, heart emojis.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay, everybody. We know that was a lot of movement. Hope you were able to scale back as you felt comfortable. I definitely did, and still felt like I got an incredible workout. As it's 3 p.m. Eastern here, or now it's almost 3:45 p.m. Eastern. But that's always a tough time of day, I think, for anyone. I have 2 toddlers, and that's when they get home from school, and it's just like, but regardless, even if you don't have kids, it's hard to give yourself that pick me up in the middle of the day. So I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did, and as much as Liz does doing it. Our next session that kicks off here in 15 minutes at 4 p.m. Eastern is a breathwork workshop. And this is hosted by Natalie Turner. Natalie is a relational living and leadership mentor and breathwork facilitator. She's also an EA here at Base, if you're just joining, for our wonderful CEO, Paige McFeely. Natalie also uses her mentorship skills of asking powerful questions, facilitating tough conversations, and emotional regulation in her day job as an EA. But this transitions, I think this is what makes her amazing at what she does. And I am so excited to finally take one of her breathwork workshops. So we're going to take a quick break. Go grab a coffee, grab a tea, grab a water, grab wine. We do not judge here. Actually, if you get wine, let us know. Drop a wine emoji in the comments. We're going to do a breathwork workshop. So go use the restroom, grab a snack, grab a drink, whatever you need, and we will see you back here in 14 minutes at 4 p.m. Eastern. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to BASE's Administrative Professional Day of Wellness. Happy Admin Professional Day to all of you out there watching today. If you are just joining and weren't at our 3 p.m. Eastern session, I am Liz Prue, VP of Marketing here at BASE, the first ever platform built for assistants. And if you do not attend our free weekly BASE live events, we host weekly free live events on our YouTube channel or in our Facebook group, wherever you're watching from. And to celebrate today, we decided to bring all of you a day of wellness. Our first session at 3 p.m. was with Liz Van Voorhis. She's fantastic. She spoke at our Start Leading Summit, and she did a 30-minute movement with Liz, which is why I may look a little bit disheveled right now because I fully participated. So pardon the frizzy hair and the sweat. We got busy and it was super fun. And to round out this fabulous day, I am so excited to bring you this next session on breathwork. We are having a breathwork workshop hosted by Natalie Turner, who is a relational living and leadership mentor and breathwork facilitator. And she also uses her skills, her mentorship skills of asking powerful questions, facilitating tough conversations, and emotional regulation in her day job as an EA right here at BASE, which we are super, super excited about. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce Natalie. Everyone, please give a warm welcome. All the heart clap emojis for Natalie Turner. Hello, hello.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Welcome.
Thanks.
Thanks so much for joining today. How are you doing? How are you feeling?
I'm good. I'm excited to be here. It's a little interesting for me to be bridging my worlds here, but it's fun. I'm excited.
Well, we're really appreciative of you doing it, and we are so excited. And I'm sure Natalie will say this, but for all of you watching right now, if you can find some place where you can lie down flat and have back support, we'll give you a little bit of time to do that. While you're finding time to do that, I'm going to go behind the curtain and I'm going to kick it off to Natalie to share a little bit more about herself and then kick off today's session.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
So yeah, like Liz mentioned, if you want to go ahead and find some place either that you can lie flat or at least if you're seated, but you have back support, but you're going to probably get the most out of this experience if you can lie down. But as you're sort of getting into that position, I just want to share a little bit more about myself. So a lot of you probably know me as Paige's EA. Paige is the CEO of BASE, of course. And in addition to that, I also have my own business as, like Liz mentioned, a relational living and leadership mentor and a breathwork facilitator. And my mission with my business is to create a new standard for self-relating. What I mean by that is a lot of us relate to ourselves by wanting to fix ourselves or change ourselves or do better. And I want to create a standard of self-relating, not based on fixing yourself, but on loving yourself, supporting yourself, celebrating, and being with whatever is true for you so that you can thrive better in your interpersonal relationships and also as leaders, as assistants, as strategic partners. All of you are leaders. And that's amazing. And we're celebrating that today, but also our session today is more focused on you as people, on you as people deserving of a chance to slow down and care. For this community today, we're going to be focusing on our actual need to slow down, rest, and care for ourselves, because as I'm sure you know, we are often last on our own list of priorities and things to take care of as support professionals. So as I'm sharing more about what breathwork is, also if you're kind of getting cozy, if you want to grab a blanket or something nearby, that also might be helpful a little bit later. But so first I want to share about what is breathwork. If you're here, you signed up for this and you're like, I don't really know what this is. I'm going to share more about what that is. So basically breathwork is a practice, any practice in which you manipulate your breath through different patterns, lengths, and repetitions of inhalation, exhalation, and retention. Retention is holding your breath. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to be holding your breath for any crazy long period of time or anything like that. And you might have experienced breathwork before if you've done yoga or that kind of thing. If you actually have done breathwork before, I'd love it if you could type like a 1 in the chat, or a 2 if this is your first time, just so we can kind of get an idea about that. And then So the breath work that I'm teaching today isn't going to be quite like something that you've done if you've done it in a yoga class before. The goal of this breath work is less about relaxation, which is normally what you're going to find in a yoga class, though relaxation is often an after effect of the kind we're going to do today. But this breath work is more about transformation. So as I mentioned, there are many types of breath work. And first I want to acknowledge they all have their origins in ancient Eastern practices, most notably from pranayama, which is actually a Sanskrit word that literally means controlling the breath. And all of this is originated in India. And this practice of breath work has evolved into many lineages of teaching, including the types that I teach. And I just wanted to first honor the people and cultures that are the originators of this beautiful work that we get to do together today. So like I mentioned, I teach a couple of different types of breath work. I teach integrative breath work, which is what it sounds like. It's breath work to integrate throughout your day. And the purpose of that is to be able to change your emotional state in the moment. So, if you're stressed, if you're freaking out, the thing that people will tell you is, take a deep breath. And a lot of us will either take a deep breath and maybe feel a little bit better, but a lot of us don't pay attention to our breath so much throughout the day. And you might, I don't know, have you ever noticed like you're in traffic or you're in a stressful meeting or something and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not breathing. So integrative breathwork is a way to, during your day, throughout your day-to-day life, be able to change your state from either like stressed to more relaxed, or if you get sleepy like halfway through the day. Integrative breathwork can be used to go from feeling kind of tired to feeling energized. There are a lot of different things. There's integrative breath patterns for anger. There's integrative breath patterns for helping sadness to kind of pass through. So really kind of any emotional state that you'd like to shift, we can use integrative breath for that. And then the kind we're going to be doing more of today, I'm going to teach you one integrative breath pattern, but the kind we're going to do more of today is actually meditative breath. And the purpose of that is, like I mentioned at the beginning, transformation. So basically going into a meditative breath session, we're going to have an intention. And that intention is going to kind of guide the journey that we're going to go on. And the purpose of that is really to get out of our heads and into our bodies. We spend so much time, especially as detail-oriented people, in our heads. And we're all told all day, you can't, get on social media or read any sort of news without hearing, we need to focus on self-care. We need to focus on reducing stress. And all of this often is still us trying to think about how to feel better. And the beautiful thing about meditative breathwork is we are feeling our way to feeling better. Because I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where you talk about something, maybe you're in therapy, maybe you're just talking to a friend, and maybe you understand a little bit better the issues that you're facing. You have a better grasp on what's going on for you, but maybe you don't actually feel better. That's some of what we're going to be tapping into today. So what I mentioned first was the integrative breath pattern. I'm going to teach you one for shifting out of a stress response, which is something that I'm sure we all experience a lot of. So the take a deep breath kind of thing, it actually is helpful, but most of the time we're not actually taking enough of those deep breaths. So this pattern that I'm going to teach you, it's going to seem kind of like a deep breath, but basically it's 20, and 20 sounds like a lot. And as you're doing it, you're going to be like, this is excessive. And I'm not actually going to take you through the 20 today, but basically it's 20 continuous conscious breaths. Continuous conscious breath is going to be in through the nose, all the way into your belly and out through your mouth. And even that might feel a little uncomfortable because most of us are chest breathers. We're so used to stopping our breath up here. And that actually tells our body that we're low-key in danger. Your nervous system, your sympathetic nervous system is online when you're breathing in that kind of a shallow way. And so breathing all the way into the belly is what's going to kick on that parasympathetic nervous system, or the one that is kind of the rest and digest versus the fight or flight. But again, most of the time, if we take a deep breath or even 3 deep breaths or something like that, we're not giving ourselves, our body, enough time to sort of downshift into that. So basically it's 20, just and then at the end of that, you can actually do a hold at the top. So you inhale and you hold. After you do these 20 breaths, your capacity to hold your breath is going to be like more sustained. And the reason that we do a hold at the top is there's going to be a point when you're holding your breath that you start to feel a little bit of like mental chaos. It's going to be like, I need to take a breath. I need to take a breath. And if you can sort of push past that, it's going to be like, you're fine, you're holding your breath, you're going to get to here and be like, oh no, oh no. And if you can hold past that, it's going to level off into like, oh my gosh, I could hold my breath for my whole life. So that's something to play with as you're going throughout your day. That's an integrative breath practice. But shifting gears again into this meditative breath, I want to share the patterns with you in just a second. But before that, I just want to talk more about how breath is this beautiful thing because it's always available to us. You know, we have immune systems that help us when we're sick. We have mechanisms in our body that if you get a cut, your body knows how to heal that. And the breath is also something like that to help with our emotions and our nervous system regulation, but we're never taught how to use it. And so knowing that as we go through this process that we're about to go through, it's your body is doing the work and your body already knows how to do this. It's not some magical thing that I'm taking you through. It's not, again, you having to think about how to do it right in order for it to work. It's trusting that your body knows exactly what to do for exactly what you need in this moment. So another thing I want to acknowledge is in our roles, I don't know about you, but I often experience being pretty hard on myself about getting everything right. And this is a chance to let go of that for a minute. And again, trust that your body knows what to do. And also trust that whatever experience you have throughout this process is the experience you're meant to have. So the patterns that we're going to go through, and I'll be cueing you throughout the actual session, but right now I just want to teach them so that you can get an idea of what we're about to do. So the first one is that continual conscious breath that I already taught you. That's just in through the nose, all the way into your belly and out through your mouth. The second one is pretty similar to that, but it's called a halo active breath. And the difference here is instead of sort of just releasing the exhale, you're actually going to exhale with intention. So instead of, it's going to be more like, and again, that's going to go all the way into your belly. The next breath that we're going to go into after that is called a triactive breath. It's called triactive because it's a 3-part breath, and that's going to be all through the mouth. It's going to be 2 inhales. The first one is into the belly. The second one is into the chest. And the third is an exhale through the mouth, again, with intention. It sounds like this. And so those are the 3 patterns that we're going to use today. I want to encourage you, if you are pregnant, if you have heart issues, if you've ever had retinal detachment, or if you have any condition where your doctor has advised you to be cautious about exercise, that you're going to want to stick with either the halo active breath pattern, or if that even feels too intense for you, I would recommend, instead of what I'm going to cue you to do a box breath. Most people are familiar with that, but in case you're not, it's going to be inhale for 4, Hold at the top for 4. Exhale. Hold at the bottom for 4. And then you just continue that process like a box. But that's only if you feel either just in your own knowing that your body doesn't want to do what I'm encouraging you to do, or if you have any of those pregnancy, heart issues, that kind of thing. So next, I want to explain things that you might experience while we're breathing in this way. So you could experience some emotional sensations that might look like crying, that might look like wanting to yell, that might look like laughing hysterically, or you might not really experience anything emotionally. You might just feel really calm and relaxed, knowing that if any of those emotions come up for you, you don't have to create a story around them. So you don't have to be like, oh my gosh, I'm crying because this thing that person said to me last week, I'm still upset about it, or I'm angry because, like, you don't have to create a story. You can just trust that your body is clearing out what no longer wants to be there. And then again, if you don't experience any of those emotional things, that doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong. It just means that's not what your body needed today. The next thing that I want to go over is some physical things that could happen. So you might experience some like dizziness or lightheadedness. That should be okay, because you're either going to be lying down or you're going to be seated with support behind you. That's totally normal. You might experience tingling, like in your head, your hands, your feet. And sometimes that tingling might intensify in your hands into something called tetany. What's actually going on is we're changing the like levels of oxygen in your blood. And so sometimes that can mean that your hands turn into little lobster claws. That happens pretty rarely, and I'm just letting you know so that if it happens to you, you're not like, oh my goodness, what's happening? If that happens to you, I encourage you to focus more on your inhales than on your exhales as you're going through this process. The other thing that could happen is you might experience temperature changes. So you might get hot, you might get cold, which is why it's good to have either a blanket nearby or some layers. And just know that if any of these physical things happen to you, they're going to go away within like probably 10 minutes of us finishing up here. So no worries about that. Let's see. Because of the way that we're breathing like this, again, our bodies are not used to breathing like this. Most of us are chest breathers. And so if you are finding that you're having trouble breathing all the way into your belly, or usually like the first 5 minutes of this, you might kind of feel like, I don't want to do this. That's totally normal. But if you keep going, your body will take over. That being said, if there's anything that I'm cueing you to do that you just know in your inner knowing, like, this is a no for me and my body, I so encourage you to trust that and either kind of downshift into, like if we're in a triactive, downshift into a halo active, or just do the box breath like I mentioned. And again, I'll be cueing you as to what breaths we're doing at what time and what it is like, so you don't have to have all that memorized now. But with all of this, I encourage you to go for depth over speed. So if you want to do the triactive breath, but it's feeling like, what I don't want you to do is be trying to keep up and going like it's not gonna do anything for you. I'd rather you breathe more deeply than try to keep up with a certain speed or cadence. All of this is your time. It's for you. Like I mentioned, this is for you to just be able to be people and be able to relax and slow down. And like I mentioned, each of our breath sessions includes an intention. And the one intention that I would like to set for all of us is it's safe to slow down. I know that in this position in particular, I have a tough time slowing down. In my day-to-day life, I have a tough time slowing down and feeling like rest is available to me, feeling like rest is something I have time for. So I really encourage you just to take this time for you and be able to rest. Let's see. I'm wondering if I have any questions. If I don't hear about any questions, I might have us get started with sort of a grounding situation, and then we'll get started. Not seeing any questions. And just know that I'll be guiding you through the whole thing. And again, you can't do it wrong. You can't mess it up. Okay, beautiful. Don't think we have any questions. So if you haven't already, go ahead and either get yourself lying down or make sure you've got your back support behind you. And if you are lying down, I encourage you to actually not have a pillow under your head. I actually want your airway to be straight. So if you have a pillow, it's going to be kind of kinked. But if you need a pillow like under your knees for back support or that kind of thing, that works really well. So go ahead and lie down. I'm going to start the music here. Beautiful. So you can go ahead and close your eyes if that would feel good. Put your hands at your sides, palms facing up, if that feels good. Go ahead and just start breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, or however it would feel good to breathe right now. Feeling the floor or whatever you're seated or lying on, supporting you, holding you up. Settling in that this is your time right now. And I wonder if you can imagine a ball of golden light floating above you, floating closer to you and closer. And this light feels so warm and safe and inviting that you actually allow it to float over your forehead and enter into your body, slowly filling your body with this golden light. Filling you with a feeling of ease and safety. And as it begins to fill you up, it also starts to extend outside of you. So it's wrapping you up underneath you, above you, on either side of you, over your head and below your feet, like a cocoon of golden light. And as you continue to breathe, this light extends out, filling the room that you're in, filling your whole household, your street, your neighborhood, the city and state that you're in, our country, and the world, connecting us all. Knowing none of us are separate. And I wonder now if in your cocoon of light, you could also find something within yourself that feels like safety. That might be the beating of your heart, might be the feeling of gravity holding you down. Just something you can come back to that helps you feel grounded and safe. And I also wonder if you could find something outside of you that feels like safety. It might be a blanket if you have one. It might be the sound of my voice. Again, anything you can come back to that helps you feel more safe in this moment. Knowing that you can come back to either or both of these safety resources at any time throughout our session. Whenever you feel ready, we're going to anchor in our intention for the day. It's safe to slow down. It is safe for me to slow down. Whenever you're ready, starting the continual conscious breath with me. That's in through the nose, out through the mouth, in kind of a circular fashion. Remembering that this is your time. Knowing that it's safe to breathe and safe to be in your body. It's safe to slow down. Remembering as we begin breathing, it's safe to experience any emotional or physical sensations. You can trust your body. You can trust your breath. And whenever you feel ready, moving into our halo active breath, which is in through the nose, all the way into the belly and out through the mouth with intention. It sounds like this. Letting your body do the work. Remembering if you have resistance, if your mind is telling you, I don't want to do this, that's okay. You can trust your body. your mouth gets dry, that's okay, that's normal. It's safe to slow down. You get to take care of yourself. Not because you care for everyone else and support everyone else, but because it's your birthright. You're a human first. Let yourself do one of the most human things there is. Breathe. Knowing that your mind will start to unhook if you commit to the breath. You're having thoughts right now like, this is weird, this is stupid. That's okay. That's just your mind trying to keep you safe. But it's safe to slow down. What would be possible if you could let go of all the things you're holding right now? If it's heavy, you can set it down. You get this time just for you. You don't have to do it all or do anything in this moment other than breathe and stay with yourself. You don't have to earn rest or earn the chance to take a break. It's safe to slow down. What's present here for you when you let go? Not trying to fix it. They drew out a map and they showed you direction, your sender. It's far in the east where your heart is at peace when you enter. My love is just a reminder, find your center. My love is just a reminder, find your center. My love is just a reminder. My love is just a reminder, find your center. It's safe to breathe. Let your body do the work.
Well, help me recall that first morning, sunlight at dawn, and cracks on the floor, well, it served as a warning. Everything's changing, I'll rearrange it. So familiar, so amazing. Hopped in the car, drove to the mountains, cars in the street, prayer beads you were counting. There was the river, eternal giver, flowing forever. Remember, find your center. My love is just a reminder, find your center. My love is just a reminder.
It's safe to allow
My love is
all
just
that
a
is,
reminder, find your center.
nothing to fix or change in this moment.
When you've lost your way, colors start to fade. Take a look within, find your offering. Hold it to the sun, let your spirit run. Remember, find your center.
See if you can go even deeper with it.
Find your center.
Release even deeper into the breath.
My love is just a reminder, find your center. My love is just a reminder. My love is just a reminder, find your center.
It's safe to surrender into rest or into emotion if that's what's present for you. It's safe to feel it all. Now, if it feels good, I'd like to invite you into our tri-active breath, which is that 3-part breath all through the mouth, first into the belly, then into the chest, then exhale through the mouth with intention. A reminder, if you're pregnant, just stay with the halo active breath or with the box breath. It sounds like this. Allowing yourself to go deeper into this practice, trusting what's available for you here. Remembering to trust your body and go for depth over speed. I'm here with you, holding this space just for you. Let the breath do any healing or clearing it needs to do. Your body knows exactly what you need. It's safe to slow down. It's safe to take a break. time to let go of all that isn't serving you in this moment. You can set it down. You don't have to carry it. Allow all sensations, all emotions, welcoming what your body is giving you or showing you. Remembering you can't mess it up, you can't do it wrong. An invitation to go deeper into the breath. Your foot is on the gas here. If you want to have a more intense experience, you can go for it now. If you feel like you're in an altered state of consciousness, that's totally normal. You can relax into that. You can run into that, whatever feels good for you in this moment. Staying with yourself, staying with the breath. You're doing beautiful work right now for yourself. It's safe to slow down. You carry so much for others. It's safe to set that down. Tapping into your power to choose, your power and your breath to change how your body is feeling, how your emotions are expressed. Trusting your body, staying with yourself here. It's safe to be here slowing down, only focused on inhaling and exhaling. And now I want to extend an invitation. If you would like to try a top hold, so an inhale and then a hold, I encourage you to do that now for longer than you think you can. And trusting your body, releasing when you're ready. If you don't want to do the hold, you can continue the triactive breath. I'll do it with you, breathing in, holding, holding. Whenever you feel ready, exhaling with a sigh. Returning to your normal breath. However it would feel good to breathe right now. Staying present with yourself right now. If it would feel good, moving your hands to your heart. Having gratitude for your breath and your body. And choosing to show up for yourself. If you're experiencing emotion, staying with yourself, letting it flow. It would feel good rolling over to one side. Curling up with yourself in the position you were born in. The first thing you did when you were born is breathe. Returning to that now. It's safe to slow down. Staying here with yourself. honoring yourself that this was your time. Whenever you feel ready, slowly bringing yourself back into the room, into a seated position. If you can, making sure that the first thing you see when you open your eyes is a part of your own body, your hands or your lap, reconnecting with yourself before anything else. Taking your time, knowing there's no need to rush. And whenever you feel ready to come back, I invite you to drop just a 2-word check-in for how you might be feeling right now or what you might have experienced. Just go ahead and drop that into the comments so I can get a sense of where everybody's at right now and when everybody's back. And as you're coming back, a reminder, if you're feeling any of those sensations, if your hands feel tingly, if your mouth feels tingly, knowing all of that is normal, and that's gonna go away soon. If anybody has any questions about anything they experienced, they can also drop that into the chat. I'm happy to help out there. Seeing a lot of relaxed, happy and relaxed, grateful. I feel cold. Yeah, that's normal. Grab a blanket or get cozy if you can. Beautiful. Get that blanket on you. Yeah, and then also acknowledging that every time you do breath work, it's different. So your experience this time might not be your experience next time if you choose to do breath work again. So know that if you had a really emotional experience this time, you could have a really chill experience next time, and vice versa. Knowing that your body's always going to give you what you need during breath. I know y'all are sort of in your own little zone right now, and I want to encourage you to stay there if you can. If you can not go into doing heavy tasks right now, hydrate for sure. We just moved a lot, so hydrate if you can. I encourage you to journal if you're a journaler. A lot of my best insights, ideas, downloads, those things come out after breathwork, so feel free to write any of that down. Sometimes I write stuff down and I go back and look at it later and I'm like, I don't remember writing this. Because again, you're kind of in that different state. And then again, I want to leave you all in kind of your relaxed bubble, but just know that I do custom one-on-one breath work. So custom meaning the music is custom, the intention is custom for whatever you're wanting to work through, breathe through, receive. I also do this for groups. And then I also do one-on-one mentorship that includes breathwork as well. And I'm going to be opening up a small group mentorship program coming up soon, specifically focused on depth and intimacy with yourself and in friendship between women or anyone who is socialized female. I know after this past year, a lot of people are really craving connection in a different way, or maybe are feeling lonely. And this group would be perfect for anyone who's ready to really deepen those relationships, especially friendships with other women. You know, we're given a lot of support around romantic relationships. We're hearing a lot of things about self-care, self-love, self-everything, but nobody's really teaching us how to be in great relationship with other women. So if that sounds interesting to you, you can, I know Liz is going to drop my info, but I'm happy to help support you. And like I said, try not to do anything like really brain heavy after this, and try to make sure you hydrate. And I know Liz is going to kind of come wrap us up here.
Natalie, that was wonderful. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. It was an honor.
It was just so great. And I really, really appreciate you taking the time, especially meshing your two professional worlds / passions. And it was really special. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Definitely. And I'm looking at the comments too. I was dropping them so Natalie could see as well. Everyone said they enjoyed the class. Thank you. And per Natalie's comments, I'll be putting where you can find out more about how to do this with Natalie in our follow-up email. So look for that to come. And happy Administrative Professionals Day. I'm going to leave you in your state per Natalie's recommendation.
Beautiful. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.